Hey guys, it's Natalie with Living the Oil Life. Welcome back to my channel. It is Must Have Monday, and today we're talking about Palo Santo oil. Now, Palo Santo oil I was not familiar with at all until my friend Elizabeth with Maduro Green Moments had ordered it, and she was letting us smell it. And so everybody was saying how they liked it and all of this, and so I was expecting it to be really great. And so I opened it up and I took a big whiff and I thought I was going to gag. I was like, oh my gosh, it smells like a horse stable. And so we know often, if those who have been using oils know, that a lot of times when an oil really repulses you like that, you probably need it. I ordered it and I kind of just sat on the shelf because I still wasn't used to the smell, but I knew that I needed it and I knew I was going to need it sometime. And then I went to a class with our upline, and she and her husband had actually gone to the Ecuador farm. And so she started talking more about Palo Santo, and I'm like, okay, I do need this oil, and I thought it would be a great one to do for Must Have Monday. Now, Palo Santo is actually from the species of Bursera graveolens. The reason why it's important to know that is because if you are getting your oils from other places, it does not say Bursera graveolens on the bottle, then you may not be getting a pure Palo Santo oil. And that's important because we know we don't want anything additive putting in our bottles or anything like that, and we want the purest oils we can have. So that's important to remember. It is also part of the frankincense and myrrh family, which is why I think it's another reason why it's a must-have. And it is also known as the holy wood or the wood of saints. It comes from Ecuador or South America, and Young Living has a farm in Ecuador that they get the Palo Santo oil. A very interesting part is that the oil only comes from the dead branches of the wood. So the tree has to die naturally, and then it has to lie there for 2 years before they can get the oil out of the heartwood of the branches, which I thought was very interesting. And the green personality in me, the researching and questioning part, wanted to know, well, how did they know it was dead for 2 years? What do they do, go and tag them? I don't know. If anybody knows, I would love to know the answer to that, because I would just be interested in knowing. Historically, the Incas would burn the incense, and from what I understand, a lot of Catholic churches used to burn it. I guess because it is part of the frankincense family, they would also burn the Palo Santo as an incense in Catholic churches. So some of you may be familiar with that aroma, but the Incas used it in spiritual ceremonies and rituals to cleanse and purify negative energies. And so this is a really great emotional oil to use. You know, I love to read what it says in the product guide and online, and it said that it is an inspiring and uplifting fragrance and is used for cleansing and refreshing the air when diffused, and it can also be used for massage after activity, and it has naturally occurring constituents of limonene and alpha terpenol. And I thought that was interesting because we know that the limonene is usually very high in the citrus fruits, and it is also part of the constituents of the antioxidant. And apparently there are several of the wood oils that are also high into limonene, and one of them is Palo Santo. So that gives you a good idea of what it is also great for. Palo Santo oil is great for spiritual grounding or for emotional balance. If you have maybe some focus issues, or if you feel like your thoughts are just all over the place and they're out here in space and you kind of just need to really get grounded, Palo Santo is probably a really great oil to try. You can diffuse it to help to clear your air if there's a lot of negativity, especially during the holidays. Not that we do it on purpose, but just all personalities and families coming together and the busyness of the holidays and everything. Palo Santo would probably be really great to diffuse in your home to keep those negative energies kind of at bay. And I was thinking it'd probably be really great to diffuse with citrus fresh or grapefruit, or even maybe Christmas spirit, something like that to add to it, but I think I might try the Palo Santo and the orange. Now, when I was reading, I found a couple of blends that I wanted to share with you, and I actually tried one last night. And the blends that I'm going to share with you, I'll put them down below, but they recommend diluting it when you use it topically 1 for 1. So that means a drop of Palo Santo oil and then a drop of carrier oil like your V6, jojoba. I like vitamin E, so you do a drop of the Palo Santo oil and a drop of your carrier oil and dilute it that way, especially if you have skin sensitivities. But if you're like me and just kind of use them straight all the time, well, you can do it that way too, probably. But I was reading, and one of them was if you're feeling a little bit distracted, or if you feel like you need a little help keeping your feet on the ground, and like I said, I'll put these below, you could put in a 1 ounce bottle, which is really great to use for your empty bottles. You can disinfect them, boil them in water. If you want, you don't have to. Take the bottles off, and it's a great way to recycle your bottles. But this is about a 1/2 ounce, I think. So you could do a half, do your drops in here, fill it with carrier oil, and then you have your own blend that you don't have to worry about measuring all the time. So in here, I would probably do maybe, it called for in 1 ounce, it said 5 drops of cedarwood, 4 drops of Palo Santo, 1 drop of patchouli, and 5 drops of bergamot. So you could either put that in this bottle, or maybe not so many drops. Maybe use 3 drops of cedarwood, 3 drops of Palo Santo, a drop of patchouli, and maybe 3 drops of bergamot. It's not an exact science. The only person that I know that is great at exact science is Gary Young. So when I play around with them, I kind of just play around with them. That's how I do it. But that blend is supposed to be great if you're feeling a little bit distracted, or if you have to keep your feet on the ground, which during the holidays many of us have to do because we have so much going on. And then another one is to get yourself out of your own thoughts, like if you're just carrying the weight of the world or something like that, or if you want to use it during prayer or devotion time. It said 3 drops of Palo Santo oil, 6 drops of lavender, and 6 drops of frankincense. And again, in a 1 ounce. So you could, like, this is a 1/2 ounce. So you could either do you can put that many drops in here with the carrier oil, or pull back on the drops a little bit and adjust it to your liking. And then as a massage oil, you could do 5 drops of Palo Santo, 5 drops of chamomile, and 5 drops of grapefruit. And so that would be a really great oil to massage after activity, after the kids have sports, or if you had a long day shopping, because we know it's just getting down to the wire. This would be great to put on your feet. But what I did last night is right before I went to bed, I decided to try it, and I did a drop of Palo Santo, a drop of frankincense, and a drop of lavender. And I did it straight, and I just put it in my hands, I rubbed it, and then I inhaled it really, really deeply, like 3 times. Kind of just like let myself calm down a little bit right before I went to bed. And I had already put peace and calming on my feet and cedarwood on my forehead, and after I did that, I laid down and I tried to watch a show that I was trying to get caught up on, and I was out within like probably not even 5 minutes. I was out, and it was just smelled so wonderful. So for me, the Palo Santo with the frankincense and the lavender and something else, I was able to like it a lot more because I still am not used to the smell. And what is funny is a lot of the emotional oils really I don't like. They really smell like a burning cabin, or they smell like a horse stall. I don't know why. I know that I need them. That happened to me when I first started smelling the oils of the Bible. Now I love the oils of the Bible, and they don't smell like that to me as much, but Palo Santo, I'm still trying to get used to that. So that's it for my must-have Monday, is Palo Santo oil. If you've used it before, I would love to know, so please comment below and share your tips, your tricks, and how you've used it. If you've diffused it with other things, we would love to know that too. And if you haven't tried it, make sure you put it on your essential rewards so that you can get points back towards free product, of course. But it is $34.50 for a 5 milliliter bottle wholesale. So it being in the frankincense family, I kind of like that because it's not as expensive expensive as frankincense, so this is really great to have on hand, especially if you run out of frankincense or if you're on a tight budget, but you want the kind of the same benefits of frankincense. Palo Santo's a great one to try. It is $45.39 retail, but of course we know you want to be on the wholesale membership of Young Living, so you get the wholesale benefits, plus you get the possibility of getting points back towards free product, and who doesn't love free product? So that's it for Palo Santo oil. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you Thursday for Let's Talk Thursday, and as always, keep living the oil life, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.